Hello and welcome to Naval Action. This is VMAQ2DeadX, and this is a review of the Trincomalee. The Trincomalee. Okay, this ship is both in the craft tree and it's a redeemable. So you can buy this and redeem it once every 24 hours. You see that I've redeemed one recently. There's a little history on it. This is a gift consumable ship. A 54-gun frigate was built in India based on the Leda-class design shortly after the Napoleonic Wars. Built from teak, the ship was actively used on various tasks during the 19th century and, it seems, managed to cheat the aging as she remained in service for another century. So, and then I'll show it to you here in the craft tree. It's at level 58. I did not craft this ship. I redeemed one. And I gotta say, I think this is one of the better redeemable ships in the game. The Trincomalee is a good all-rounder. It's a good hunter. It's a good ganker chaser. You know, if you're gonna sail the seas solo, this is one that a lot of guys use to go out and hunt down unarmed traders sailing unawares along their coastlines. The Trincomalee. So let's look at the basic stats. Like I said, this one here is a redeemed one. And ironically, when I redeemed it, I went random, and it came out as a white oak teak. Blue, very agile, rank 5. It's the last of the rank 5s. It has 54 guns. This one came with 3 upgrade spots, 2 decks, battle rating of 87. The most recent ship we reviewed, the Rotterdam, was 86. This is the next one up the line. Speed empty is 11.02. Let's look at the hold. 20 slots, capacity of 790. It's at 85% speed when it's empty. And that speed is 11.02. Because it's very agile, it has a turn rate buff. Crew is 389. Minimum crew is 272. So you can crew this several ranks below where I'm at now. This particular build requires 8 hull repairs per cycle and 20 rig repairs. Now, because it's a white oak teak, it has the standard white oak and teak buffs for hit points on the sides, bow, stern, and hull, and thickness on the sides, bow, stern, and hull. You see there it says crafted by Admiralty. When you redeem a ship, it's crafted by the Admiralty. 3 upgrade slots, permanent ones. They're empty. All the knowledge slots are locked because we've not sailed this yet in the game. You know, since my re-roll, I've not sailed the Trincomalee. Lower deck, 28 guns, 4 to 18 pounders for cannons, 12 to 32 pound carronades. Middle deck, 4 to 9 pound cannons, 22 guns. Carronades are 12 to 32 pounds. You can see that you could have 50 guns of 32-pound carronades on this. It would make it a crew killer beast with carronades on there. 4 bow guns, 4 to 9 pound cannons, or 12 to 32 pound carronades. So you can go 32 pounders all the way around this, and it would be a crew killer. But we're going to go with the long guns. So let's load them. 18 pounders, 9 pounders, and 9 pounders. With the cannons loaded, the weight is 159.8 of 790, and it's at 95% speed. We're going to load on our basic ammo, and repairs. 3 cycles of hull, 2 cycles of rig, and it's 389 crew. I put 380 of medicine on there. So with our basic supplies, again, the balls are set by 20 broadsides of the total number of guns, 4 broadsides of the total number of guns along the side, and then whatever these add up to times the largest caliber gun powder requirements. That's how much powder I put on. It came out slightly less than 8,000, so I rounded up. We're now at 309.3 of 790, so still less than half. Speed is at 100%, and that speed is 12.96. So it's agile and pretty quick. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. Paints. Let's look at the paints. There's a fair number of paints. Brest Harbor, which is kind of a brown with red trim. Pink Royale. Not sure I like that. Rouge Noir, which is like Brest Harbor, except it's black with red trim instead of brown. Roux. Sangre. Oh, I think I know which one we're going with. Scarred. It's kind of like a busted up, worse for wear one. And Swiss Guard. This is pretty nice too. That blue and ochre color, that yellow ochre. So it's either this one or this one. Sangre. And there we go. We got our paint applied. We got our cannons loaded. Our basic supplies. Let's do a check on the crew. I need to hire some guys. I was out capping traders earlier. Got all of our crew, all of our supplies. Let's take her out, do a speed test, and then look for a fight. Okay, here we are on the open world. Let's take a closer look at it. Does have a bow figure. If we can get, that's too close. And there we are with our long guns loaded. There's the stern. The other side. The deck plan. They got all their safety gratings in place. Not like us, some other ships. 3-masted frigate. You can see that the rigging is not so intricate on this one. This is one of the earlier ships in the game, so it didn't get as much love as far as the rigging goes. Still, it's a good looking ship. And like I said, with 32 pounders on this thing, you could pretty easily take down a third rate. Okay, let's line up for the speed tests. As always, the speed test numbers are subject to change at the whim of the developers. They're just the speeds at the time of this video. And mods and perks and all that kind of stuff, they change your speed too. Mods, perks, books. This is just like a pretty naked version with a basic loadout on it. Pretty good acceleration. Topping out at 23, 22 with the wind directly at our backs. Let's go ahead and begin our turn to the right. 2 points. And we speed up to 26 and 27. We actually hit touch 28. We'll go a couple more. 4 points off of the wind. Actually, I'm a little more than 4. We seem to be up to 29 and 28. Let's put the wind directly on our side. A little slow down to 27, 26. We'll start heading into the wind. 4 points off of dead into the wind. And we're down to 20. The wind's moving on us. Hold on. 22. 4 points off of dead into the wind. Two points off of the wind. And we slow down to 20, 21. Now we're going to go directly into the wind. And it's 3, like normal. Going to continue our turn to the right. 2 points. Nineteen and 20. 2 more points. Now we're 4 points off of dead into the wind. We're up to 23, 22. The wind directly on our side. Wind's moving on us. 26. 27. Now we'll start heading back with the wind. 4 points off. 29. Can we get 30? Yep, 30. 2 points off. Slow back down to 26. 20, 25, I guess. 26. And back directly with the wind behind our backs. Nice 24. 24 and 23. Pretty good speed. We'll see how it handles itself in a fight next. Okay, here we go. Found an Endymion. See how this goes. When I first came out of port to look for ships, there was 3 or 4 LGVs about. I was like, this game is torturing me. They are in battle rating of 85 and we're a battle rating of 87. I've not seen any single Trinks for a little while. I believe the Endymion runs 24 pounders. We aren't that heavily armed, although we have a few more guns than them. Now the Trincomalee has a little bit of a tendency to roll, so you got to watch that you don't show your belly. Otherwise you'll get leak sunk. bounces there. We're working our sails over. It's nice having 4 bow chasers. Our reload is a little bit slow. Might need to do some healing. fire. Oh, they put it out. Okay, we're down in the 70s for sales. Time to fix those. So we're in a turning race here. Let's see who wins. Should be that. Although it was a close run affair. I had to repair there at the end because I got the flooding symbol. All right. See what we got. Some ballast relay, which is very good for this ship. This will help you with the heel issue, keep you more or less, it'll help you stay more upright, so I can't recommend ballast relay enough. Fur Endymion. That gave us a tough one. The Trincomalee. This is a good all-rounder, in my opinion. Great ship, and this is one of the better DLCs that you can have, because why use all your resources that you are so painstakingly gathering to build these when you can just redeem one every 24 hours? So, and it's a good patrol ship, it's a good anti-gank ship, to chase down these guys that are hunting your trader guys on along your coast. You get a fleet of these together, and that's what the four chasers are so good for. Because if you're chasing someone down, it's better to have four guns shooting at his sails than two. And so, and that's what this has been my experience with is like Coast Guard duties, anti-gank patrols, that kind of thing. I think the Trincomalee is an excellent ship with the right mods and the right captain. This can be a pretty devastating ship. It's up to you what you build it out of. You want them fast and able to run away if the enemy tries to counter gank, you can build it that way. If you want it solidly built, you can build it that way. It's all up to you when you redeem one. So, the Trincomalee. This is one of the better all-round ships in the game, in my opinion. Let's see what we got as far as reals and XP. $37,871 reals and 268 XP, and we unlocked our first knowledge slot. So, good battle, good ship. What's that? A Belle Pool. The Trincomalee. Good ship.